Hello everyone and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, the world out there. Today we are going to take a look at Aries week ahead tarot reading for April 19th through the 25th. In this reading, we are going to do things a little bit differently than the weeklies. So let me know, guys, in the comment section below if you like this style or this spread a little bit better than the other weeklies that I do. If you're new, welcome in. So in this spread, we're going to tap into the energies with the Psychic Tarot to get kind of an overview message. Then we're going to break it down a little bit deeper with an original tarot deck. We'll then pull a soul journey card at the end of the message, as well as a power thought card. And I will clarify, I'll also pull some cards for advice. So that's what we are going to do throughout the spread. I feel like I get a little bit more useful information moving forward and not so much focus on the past with the spread. Okay. Please keep in mind, guys, the messages here on YouTube are general. They are not going to resonate every time with every person. You are more than welcome to check other birth signs. It's really about the title. If there's something in the title that resonates, there's most likely something in the message. If you do a little bit of research on your birth chart, you'll find that most people have most signs throughout their birth chart. It's just going to resonate in different areas depending on the sign. Okay? So that's why I say if there's something in the title that's resonating, there's most likely going to be something in the message. Oftentimes I will check my rising and ascending sign only because they're both Virgo. And then obviously my sun sign, which is Gemini. If you guys would like more information on how to book a personal reading, how to get entered into the drawing that we do here every month, the energy cleanse kits that I offer, all the useful, fun information is all linked below in the description box. And if you like how I vibe, you like how I interpret the cards, you are more than welcome to subscribe. Everyone is always welcome, and it does help set your intentions for future messages. So let's see here, Aries. I did do a reading prior to this and something had happened to the video. So let's see if the same message is going to come out. The extended version to that reading did happen to upload. And so I will link that version below in the description box. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it free or if I'll probably just make it free, guys. So that'll be just like an extra little bonus for my Aries subscribers. Let's get into the message. First card out is the universe. This is the world card, guys. So cycle completing, cycle ending. And we did see in the others reading, I did pick up that you were moving on from something. So let's see what else comes out here. Universe. And I do feel like, guys, sometimes when that happens, maybe the message wasn't meant to come out, right? So gonna just try again. Universe, power. This is the strength card. So the world card and the strength card, something that you need to accept and move on from. Okay. And I felt like this was holding you back from something, from moving forward to something that was going to be very abundant, very beneficial in your life. Okay. There's a little bit of resistance to this change to move on. And maybe for some of you, okay, this card did come out. This card, the 5 financial material changes, did come out. This is symbolic of the 5 of Wands, guys, the 5 of Wands energy. Okay. So that conflicted energy, right? There is this pull. Something is pulling you back. Something is has you tied to the past, I feel like, and not so much you're wanting a past relationship, but I feel like there's a need for healing. Okay, there's a need for rest, rejuvenation, and clarity. Okay, being clear on what you want to, how you want to proceed. Let's see what comes out here, Aries, for you for April 19th through the 25th. Ace of Cups. Okay. Emotional fulfillment, but this could also be emotional fulfillment from self, right? Focusing on self-love, self-care, self-healing. There it is. Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups. So, moving away, walking away from a situation that was no longer serving you emotionally. There's definitely a need for clarity, to be clear. To be clear on what you truly want, to be clear on how you want to proceed. Sorry guys if you hear a lot of noise. I opened up my windows to kind of let some fresh air in. And I guess everybody's out. Okay. There's a situation here that has you tied to the past, okay? That has you this in the main reading, in the last reading, was coming out as a job, as a career opportunity. So what I feel here is, in the past, Aries, there was a situation that you had tried to work something out, whether it was a job or a business partnership or a career opportunity. There was something that you had tried to work out before, and it didn't go as planned, or it didn't, something had happened to where you got the short end of the stick, basically. And because of this situation that had happened, whether it was a relationship that didn't work out or it was a business partnership, career opportunity, it has you kind of it's holding you back from moving forward. I did feel like there was going to be an opportunity for clarity, okay? Or there was a need for clarity, rather. You can create this opportunity yourself or wait for it to come in. But I felt like there was definitely a need here to be at least clear, practical, and honest with yourself. Because the situation from the past, it didn't work out in part because of the company that you kept, but also in part because of certain characteristics or attributes within yourself, certain parts of you that needed healed, that needed looked at. Being clear and honest with yourself, okay? I feel like what I mean by this, Aries, is look at yourself where you're at right now and be practical. If you're on the right path, you have all your ducks in a row, everything's aligned, you're moving forward steadily, then I feel like you wouldn't really be at tarot readings as much. Maybe you would. But if you don't feel like your life is headed in the direction that you want it to be headed, what area in your life do you need to look upon in order to bring in the life that you want, the lifestyle or the lifestyle changes that are going to make you happy? For instance, an example that I used in the last reading, because this is similar to the last message. So at times like this, when we're all sitting around doing nothing, there has to be certain things that you like, right? And these are just examples, so bear with me. But for instance, when you're staying indoors and have nothing to do, what is it do you like that brings you happiness? What brings you joy? Do you like coloring? Do you like drawing? Do you like writing? Maybe you just like sitting there playing video games, you know, and you like being zoned out in your video games or a certain TV show. Whatever the case may be here, Aries, the point is to cultivate that surrounding that's going to make you happy, that lifestyle that's going to bring happiness, right? So when you're focusing on your happiness, you gotta pay attention to the details. Every little detail is going to be very important. There's going to be an opportunity that's going to be presented to you, and if you're not clear with all these minuscule details, you may question if this is the right opportunity or not. Focusing on what you want, you know, the lifestyle, the life that's going to bring happiness. We don't want to have to escape from our lives all the time. Why don't we cultivate a lifestyle that's going to bring us happiness? And I feel like right now the world is kind of recalibrating everybody's lifestyles. It's making everybody kind of take a look within and refocus. We're given an opportunity to kind of focus on these minuscule details of what brings us happiness. And that's really what the Sun card is invoking, you know, that happy lifestyle. That's where you're headed. You are headed towards, you know, a positive movement forward. But there's all these little things that you're having to take a look at, okay, and be practical. One of the things that I like to do, we have Self-Care Sunday around here. So every Sunday we do Self-Care Sunday. We take 1 hour of the day on that day by ourselves. You know, I have my kids doing it too. And we do whatever it is for that hour that we like to do. Okay, my oldest, it's usually video games. He likes doing video games, and I limit video games, so that's his time to do whatever he wants to do. My youngest, he likes YouTube videos. He's not allowed to play YouTube videos, but during that hour, I allow him that time to watch videos that are within his age limit. Okay, for me, my self-care Sunday, a lot of times I like creating, so a lot of times I'll just sit there and journal. Sometimes I'll just take a nap. Other times I like playing video games. I like playing those old video games. And the reason why isn't because I'm like zonked out on video games. It's more because when I was little, that's the games we would play. And we play those games. We play like Super Mario Brothers and all that stuff. So it's like doing things that make you happy. You know, the littlest things. Doesn't have to be something like a trip to Venezuela or something. You can create happiness in your own life right there. And I feel like that's kind of what everybody's kind of going through this process right now. Okay? Focus on that self-care, that self-love. That's what's going to bring you happiness. Getting clear on those things, and I feel like there's going to be a situation that's going to come in, okay, that's going to bring in work or bring in an opportunity. By having these things cleared out right now when we have really nothing to do, it's going to prepare you for that opportunity. So I know it seems redundant. I know it seems cliche, but trust me, especially right now, it's the only thing that we can focus on. So why not just get clear on all the little details, so that way when we're able to come out of this cocoon that we've been forced to stay in for so long, we're going to be ready. You know, we're going to be ready for that opportunity. We're going to be ready for that sunshine at the end of the tunnel. Let's get some clarification. I'm going to first clarify this 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. I mean, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, sorry. 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands did come out in the other reading, and I do feel like this is very heavy. This is a very heavy burden, a very heavy change that you're managing here. We have the 10 of Cups, the King of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, King of Cups, the World, and the Tower. Okay, so there's an ending, a completion of a cycle like we've seen here. That you're moving away from something. Okay, I feel like there was a lot of lessons that needed to be learned within this past situation, emotionally, maybe even financially. Okay, so let's see. 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarification. The Page of Swords is the Spy card. There may be somebody spying, or you are spying on somebody. Maybe that's what caused this ending, was the spying on somebody. Okay, but I do feel like there was this karmic cycle that was completed. Somebody, it's like the Judgment card is kind of like reaping what you sow. So if you sow happy seeds, then you reap the benefits. But if you sow not so happy seeds, it might not be such a happy outcome. All right, so now we see this is a relationship coming out here that you've walked away from. And I feel like you've already walked away from this relationship, but there's still healing that needs to take place, okay? Being honest with yourself that that's where you are, you know, in this journey. It's going to be crucial in this positive movement forward. Queen of Swords and I feel like the reward is going to come from the clarity, being honest, being practical with yourself, where you are emotionally. Okay. Let's take a couple cards here for your advice. The advice for Aries moving forward, please and thank you, Spirit. So, being grounded, being focused, I feel like there's also a need here for balance, which hadn't come out yet, so I'm glad this did. The 7 of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, okay? It was the first 2 cards out, then Temperance. I feel like there's still work that needs to be put in, okay? There's a long journey ahead. Make sure you're grounded. Make sure you're focused on what you want the outcome to be. Focus on balance. Focus on healing. Be open to the possibilities of where this takes you. I also feel like with the Queen of Swords coming out here, Aries, that there's a need to set boundaries or be stern with your boundaries or stable with the boundaries that you set. And that's also going to take a little bit of time to get clear, you know, on what you want, where you envision yourself in relationships or family life, career. It can play out in any area, really. Soul journey. Pull a couple cards from your soul journey. deck, and then we will get a power thought card out here. I am going to do another extended version because this was the message was a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie, it did have a couple similar aspects, but we're gonna do an extended version on this reading too. In the extended version here, I'm going to take a look, Aries, at what are the next steps? Where is this headed? Right? What's the lessons to be learned in all of this? And I'll pull out the Archangel cards for the blessing. We'll also pull out the Soul Truth cards for the lesson, per usual. So if it's something you guys are interested in, you're more than welcome to join. The link will be below. I'm also going to put the link below for that extended version that wasn't able to upload. Maybe I'll just upload that as an Aries bonus. It's not a complete reading. It's an extended version. I do go into a little bit of detail in the beginning for you guys on what the main reading was about. So I will upload that for you guys for free. For the free version, it is in the form of an extended version reading. The Soul Journey cards here. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So I feel like this is pulling on that part of you that you need to be clear, open, and honest with yourself about exactly where you are in the process. And also where you want to go, where you see yourself headed, right? What's the outcome? What's to come of all of this? Power thought cards. I do feel like you are headed in a positive direction. Just takes a little bit of time to get there, right? I release all fears and doubts. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I am loved and I am safe. I release all fears and doubts. Beautiful, Aries. So that is the message I have coming out for you guys for this week. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. Again, if you want to get in on the extended version, the link is below. Otherwise, thank you guys again so much. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.